I saw Diana Rossini's report. Let me bring it up real quick. That on The Athletic, the Vikings are not tanking, and they certainly aren't looking to trade wide receiver Justin Jefferson. And we don't know whether that's true or not, but when in the history of professional sports has any team came out and said, "You got me. Yup, we're tanking. You know what time it is." And then Limp Biscuit music starts playing right after that. No team is ever going to admit that. Now, certainly you're not going to trade Justin Jefferson. And maybe let's say their viewpoint, because it did come from team sources, let's say their viewpoint is, okay, yeah, we're not tanking at all. We believe we can still compete. I believe it comes down to this game. After this game, if you somehow find a way to lose to the Carolina Panthers and you're now 0-4, that's it. The season is over. It is practically impossible to overcome that type of start to the season. Now, as far as the Vikings inactive list, I see that for the Vikings, come on, there it is. All right, Lewis Seen is inactive. What else is new? Garrett Bradbury is inactive as well. So Austin Schlottman is going to man the fort down again. And Khyiris Tonga, which means that Marcus Davenport is active. Now, how active he is he going to play a whole game? We'll see. If I'm not mistaken, it was the Eagles game where he was active and he played just a few snaps. But against this team, that for as bad as the Vikings have been, as clumsy as they have been, this is the game where, I mean, you have to win this game by at least 2 scores. You're going up against the Panthers. The Panthers, who on defense, they got a couple of players. They got Derek Brown, Brian Burns. They've got Justin Houston, Gross Matos. He's nice in rotational roles. But offensively, and when it comes to that versus the Vikings offense against anybody, they're good. They're gravy as long as the play calling is on par. But defensively, as bad as the Vikings defense has been, Bryce Young is going to play, which I would say bodes well for the Vikings versus Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton could step in and just, he's a professional. He's what, a 12, 13-year veteran. He knows how to get it done. I think Bryce Young is still trying to, I think he still needs to get comfortable with the speed of NFL play. That and his offensive line is very bad. So Danielle Hunter, Marcus Davenport, they should have great games today. You have to win this game by at least 2 scores. But you know the Vikings, in Vikings fashion, they'll make it clumsy, and I wouldn't be surprised if it came down to the end. But I firmly believe that the Vikings will win today. Some of your thoughts? Skolger Vike says Davenport can be swapped for a nose tackle at this point, addition by subtraction. Let's see. There was so much hype surrounding this guy when we signed him. And I remember seeing, I think this was Next Gen Stats, where after we signed him, someone posted this and said, yeah, of the last 3 years, Marcus Davenport has been like top 5 in pressure rate or pass rush win rate, whatever. And it was in the same breath of guys like TJ Watt and Myles Garrett. And I'm like, you got to be kidding. If that's your go-to, such as pressure rate and all next gen stats, if that's the go-to for a player, I'm sorry, that's not good enough. That's like saying for a wide receiver, oh my God, he's so great. Not because of yards or receptions or touchdowns or anything like that. He's so great because of yards per route run. Something stupid like that. But we'll see. this is the game where you have to get back on track, because the Vikings, they are going to play, if I'm not mistaken, after this week. I'm pretty sure they played Kansas City. Let me just double check. Yeah, they play Kansas City at US Bank Stadium. Will Taylor Swift be there or not? That's a whole nother thing. I think it's good for the league that she's basically taken over the NFL. Let's see. Smoking Flavor says, "What's good, Randy and chat? Can we talk about Kwesi? I was rooting for the guy, but at this point, I don't know if he's the guy for us." Well, we'll see. This is the way this season has gone. It's not what should have been. You can't say it's not expected to some degree. The interior offensive line is a problem. The defensive line, you didn't address that. But to follow up 13-4 with 0-3, potentially 0-4, that's really bad. It's mostly due to what Kwesi has not done. That said, my rule of thumb is, to be fair with a new regime, is give that said regime at least 3 years. So he's already done 2 years worth of work. Next year, that's it. You got to get it done. You have to get it right. You have to make up for all the mistakes that you have done to this point. So let's give him next offseason to see what he does, and then we'll go from there. But in that regard, I would say, because the way the first 2 off seasons have gone, I don't think it's a hot take to say that Kwesi Adofo-Mensah should be on the hot seat going into next season. It's not the same as me saying he should be fired right away. But I think it's fair to say, hey, get your bleep together or you're gone. We're starting over. More of your thoughts. My Asian peers in Cali are lefties, but me. Kyle Hamilton is going to make Pro Bowls and All Pro. Definitely a big miss if Scene doesn't show anything. He's not going to show anything. It's not if. And to be honest, I'm done. I'm done talking about that guy. It's clear that he's a bust. Quite frankly, the entire 2022 draft class, outside of a Caleb Evans, are full of busts. It's we're beating a dead horse at this point. But that's part of the reason why that going into next season, he should be on the hot seat. To where I feel like it's incredibly hard. I feel like it's so hard to get a whole draft class of players who can't play, who aren't good enough. Really? You can't. Caleb Evans is a solid cornerback. Yes, he should have made the interception last week. It went off his hands. But for the most part, I feel like he's been solid. But that's the best you could do. But he was a 4th-round pick. That's crazy. But that's part of the reason why going into next season, hot seat. Let's see. The QC says they'll probably keep him through the offseason and he might be gone by week 1 next year. Who are you referring to? Zay says we could have had Hamilton or Tyler Linderbaum. Hell, I'll add Jordan Davis on top of that. Can you imagine what Jordan Davis would bring to this line right now? And Harrison at nose and Harrison Phillips as a DE. This defensive line, his presence would make such a huge difference for this Vikings defense. Stephen Powers says, love you, Randy. Let's go, Vikes. Love you. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody being in this live stream. I also forgot I should mention this at the start of every single live stream. I did it, I think, week 2. I did not do it last week, but thank you to the mods. The mods and everyone participating in this live stream. You make all of this happen. I truly appreciate it. Danny says, I'm a UK fan. And I'm like, why did I choose the most frustrating team to follow? I think I saw somewhere on Twitter, someone posted, I don't know what movie this came from, maybe Interstellar, but the astronaut that's looking at his old self in the past and is like, no, don't do it. That's kind of like us, right? As Vikings fans. But I'm telling you, what makes it so sweet is that, and I say that as a Dallas Maverick fan as well, to go through so much torture and heartbreak when they finally do it, if they finally do it before I die, it will just make it so sweet, especially to witness the first ever championship. Because it's easy to say as a kid, oh, I'll be a Cowboys fan, I'll be a Steelers fan, not being from the market. I'm not from Minnesota at all, and I chose them because of Randy Moss. Mysterion says you have zero football IQ. It's laughable. I make better predictions without even trying. Okay. Well, congratulations then. Jarrett says, LOL, yeah, it doesn't get more frustrating than these first 3 weeks. It's been a tough one. I thought they would be 2-1 right now going into this game. They'll be ready to go here soon. Less than 4 minutes. Don says, damn, Kirk Cousins is good. Better keep him. He's getting older, and in clutch situations, you can't really rely on him. It's run its course. This is his 12th season out of Michigan State. He is who he is. Now, he's a very good quarterback. He's going to put up stats. Through the first 3 weeks, he's been statistically the best QB in the league. But that's about it. You're not gonna win a championship with him. You're not going to win in the playoffs because of him. I just, it's run its course. Sean says, I hope they fumble at least 4 more times. Who, the Vikings or the Panthers? I think, honestly, with a healthy Hunter and whatever you can get from Marcus Davenport and Ivan Pace Jr., that offensive line that Carolina presents, and Bryce Young still trying to figure out his ways. And I feel it's going to be a while. He's a small statured guy. It's going to take a while for him to figure out, okay, how can I play in this league? But he did it in the SEC against really good defenses. But it's very possible that he can be a star quarterback. Drew Brees was a small guy as well, or he is a small guy as well when he played, especially. But what he did, I noticed every time, was the footwork that he did. He would, when he's ready to launch his pass, he does a quick lift up on his calf muscles to give himself a little extra boost. And his passes were so beautiful. It's like those passes look like it came from a guy like Peyton Manning or Tom Brady. But Drew Brees was what, 6 feet tall? If that, he can do it. With that said, this offensive line is not good for Carolina. Bryce Young is still trying to figure it out. You should be able to wreak havoc on this dude. A fumble, I wouldn't be surprised. A sack fumble, whatever. The Vikings should win this game by 10 points at least. Jay Williams says, Randy, what are your thoughts on Jaren Hall being our quarterback if we move on from Kirk, or do you think we draft the quarterback? I think you have to draft a quarterback next year, regardless, even if worst case you want to have competition for Jaren Hall. But he does have potential. With that said, if you have a high draft pick, I like Jaren Hall coming out of BYU, but I'm sorry, if you end up with a high draft pick and you have the opportunity to take a guy like Shedeur Sanders, you absolutely have to do it. Now, if that opportunity doesn't present itself and you whip off somehow 7-8 wins this season and you're middle of the road, then that's a different conversation. Do you take a quarterback in the first round, or do you wait until later to have competition against Jaron Hall? I have no idea. Thomas Hayes says you got to play this game. I'm on flying to Boston and going to miss the game. You know what's funny, Thomas? I used to play during the live stream, but then I said, you know what? I feel like I'm not allowed to do that. You know how at the beginning of games they say, "Oh, any reproduction of this broadcast is strictly prohibited without permission from express permission from the National Football League." I'm like, me doing play-by-play, I feel like that's technically broadcasting, so I can't really do that, but I will, I guess, give color commentary during this game. Oh, Isaac or Isa. I'm sorry. I definitely screwed up your name. My apologies. That brings up a very good point. Reisner playing and we lose to Carolina. Well, Reisner is active. That's going to be the first thing I look for with the Vikings offense when they step out onto the field to see, okay, is he starting? And if he is starting, where? Is it at left or right guard? Painful fart. I appreciate the $5 bucket drop. I am not a Kirk hater or lover, but I'm tired of individual stats without team results. And to be fair, like, none of this is really his fault for why the Vikings are 0-3, but 13-4 last year, 4th-8, season on the line. Your name is Painful Fart. I love the name. Kirk Cousins displayed a painful fart, checking the ball down to TJ Hawkinson. Well short of the sticks. It's you're not necessarily part of the problem, but you're certainly not part of the solution if you're Kirk Cousins. And it looks like we should be starting this game up here pretty soon. Adam Thielen in a Panthers jersey. He might have a nice game against us. He's been doing pretty good. But I know the defense has been bad, but this is your coming out party. This is where you get things back on track. If you don't win this game, the season's over. That's it. The Vikings, the team sources, whatever, they can say whatever they want. We're not tanking. We're not doing this. No one ever admits to that. But even if they do believe, oh, this year we're still in it, baby. You lose this game, you're done. Vikings are going to get the ball first. Oh, here we go. Let's have a good time, everybody. Thank you for joining this live stream. Let's do this. Kickoff is up. And they're going to take the touchback. So let's see. The play calling is a big deal because I feel like with other teams, even the Chargers last week, with their weapons, they just get right to it. Let's get the ball right to our playmakers. But I feel like the Vikings they try to do a slow crock pot approach with their offense. Let's run the football with Madison. Let's get a screen out to Josh Oliver to then eventually set up the pass to Justin Jefferson or Jordan Addison if he's out there. Just get right to it, man. Whatever's best, whatever the defense shows you. First down, they're in shotgun, and hey, they do a screen pass to Jefferson out left, gets about 5 yards, and there's a flag. Of course there is. I just want to enjoy plays without seeing stupid flags, and that's going to be an illegal man downfield or an eligible player downfield. That's on Christian Darrisaw. So that was a good start, but then you back yourself up. Penalties, turnovers do not help the situation. That's discipline right there. So they're going to back that up. It's going to be 1st and 15 now. Fake screen. Madison gets a nice run. Wow. He got about 13 yards right there on 1st and 15. I respect it. And with the offensive line, Dalton Reisner is not out there. It's same old. Ed Ingram, Ezra Cleveland. They're playing. Reisner, meanwhile, is chilling. Nice. Throws it out quick to Jefferson. First down. Now, this is just different. I feel like the energy so far is different. Just the way they're starting this drive. Granted, the very first play, you got a penalty. That's not great. But in the end, doesn't matter. You got a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. 2 receiver set. Osborne is out there. I just got to get over it. Osborne is just better. And even if you want to say they have him out there in 2 receiver sets because maybe he's a better blocker than Jordan Addison, well, then that tells me in 2 receiver sets, if I'm a defense, that you're likely going to run the football. That tells me that's what you're going to do in those situations. Well, he's a better blocker. Okay. Or it's a screen pass to the tight end. It's going to be something close. Madison, nice run on 2nd and 4. Another set of downs. Vikings offense is rolling. They're moving. Man, they should win this game, man. First and 10. Let's see what personnel they got out there. Looks like, okay. 3 receiver set. You got Oliver in motion. Play action. Throws it deep. Ah! Oh, that's pet. Well, that was an underthrown. Ah! All right. So, as a Vikings fan, this is great. If that is defensive pass interference, good. That was an underthrown ball. Addison had 2 dudes beat by 2 or 3 steps. He could have just thrown it in stride. Throw it in stride to your guy. But the defense is going to get penalized for it. So underthrown defensive pass interference calls. What is your take on that? Because they're just trying to keep up with their guy. Addison has to slow down, but then he has to fight through the defender who's already running so far deep. I think it sucks for the defense. As a Vikings fan, it's, well, you know what? It's about time you get a break that goes your way. 1st and goal. My apologies for that Mariah Carey high pitch. Got excited right there. Madison gets about to the 2-yard line. Wow. All for One says still was a PI. All right. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. Thomas says, I hate the underthrown pass interference. It's BS. I tend to agree with that. But not our problem. 2nd and goal. Let's see what play call they do here. Play action. Okay. There you go. Bam. Jefferson. That's how you do it. I was wondering if they were going to call it. Why is there a flag? I'm sick of getting excited about plays and then a flag comes out. Come on, bro. What was that? I don't even know what that was. Was that offensive pass interference? No, that was just a great route. I don't know. I can't hear the sound. I don't know what that was. What I do know, holding, maybe? Yeah. Josh Oliver. We were out here shaking our asses for this guy. One of the best blocking tight ends, if not the best blocking tight end. Although George Kittle might have something to say about that, and it negates a great play call and execution. You might get a flag there too. It looked like it was holding on Ezra Cleveland, but looks like no flag. We'll take it. Or not on Cleveland, Austin Schlottman. But that just sucks. I mean, perfect play call, well executed, touchdown, first possession, and yeah, they got away. Schlottman got away with that. But you get a holding penalty, 3rd and goal. They're 5 yards away. Let's see. Can't get excited. And that's going to be an interception. Might be a pick 6 even. I mean, that's on. This is why I don't even care. That might be an illegal block in the back, but if not, whatever. That's on y'all. That's on y'all, bro. Like, y'all did that to yourselves. That's execution. You can't play sloppy football, so that's going to be a pick 6. You can't play sloppy football and expect to win. Penalties, turnovers. I mean, my gosh. How many different ways can you look foolish out there? You went from a touchdown to a pick 6 going the other way. Unbelievable. Actually, it is believable. That's crazy. It's like, honestly, this is week 4 now. Every game we have a multitude of these moments. You couldn't make this up as a writer if you tried. This is just playing out right before our eyes every single week. That's execution. Josh Oliver, that's this is a great signing. This is all that. Well, he just cost you 7 points. Shaking our asses for this guy. And sure, and you know, maybe bad throw, maybe it shouldn't have thrown it there. Maybe it was designed to go there. Maybe it was a little bit soft, a little bit more zip. You could do that. But the fact of the matter is, you had it. You had it. 6 points. Getting excited. And for what? Like, oh, cool, yeah. And then flag. Yeah, that's Josh Oliver, man. That's you can't expect to be this goofy all the time and expect to win games. So going back to Diana Rossini, who's saying, well, I spoke with 2 team sources. The Vikings, they're not tanking. You don't have to try to tank. Keep doing what you have been doing, and you will be just fine. We don't want to tank. Okay. That's wow. You find a way to lose this game, it is over. And already, after 3 weeks of literally what we just saw, I am exhausted. Now it's oh yeah, pick 6. Yeah, that's right on par with everything else that's been happening. That's I don't even care to assess blame anymore. This is a bad football team, bro. There's no this player or this is a bad football team. You can look at it from so many different angles. You got it to 1st and goal off a penalty, an underthrown defensive pass interference that I don't even agree with, but it's the Vikings, so I'm like, hell yeah, let's get more of that. 1st and goal, touchdown, penalty, pick 6. You couldn't make this up. It's impossible. Josh Oliver. That's the first free agent signing. That was like the marquee guy in free agency. All right, who? Isaac Seumalo? Nope. Josh Oliver. I said, I don't know about that. You're just being negative, Randy. Oh, he's going to offer so much. Yeah, he offered a lot right there. This man put his parlay into DraftKings Sportsbook. He said, I can't let this happen. Like, what are the Panthers? Plus 4.5? Oh, we got to keep this thing close. We can't get off to a hot start. We got to make them believe they have a chance. The marquee free agent signing. Well done. Okay, it's 2nd and 8. This team, bro. 2nd and 8. It's a 2-receiver set. And what do you know? I said this last series where I said 2-receiver sets. If you're going to say KJ Osborne is out there over Addison because he can block, that tells me as a defense you're going to run the ball. And on 2nd and 8, 2-receiver set, KJ Osborne is out there, they run the football. Bro, I'm some YouTuber. I don't know jack about jack. But you're giving your plays away. And on 3rd and 6, you got to dump it off to Madison. So now you got to punt. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to play calling. And you get the ball back, and it's 3 and out. Amazing just how quick things can change from this offense is rolling to now, I mean, you're down 7 on the road. The Panthers are finally going to get the ball for the first time. Huge momentum shift. Man, you might got an illegal block. Nah, he was holding on to his jersey right there. Whatever. Either way, Panthers get the ball. Good return for them. It's amazing. I would love to, except I don't care to devote my time. But I would love to know on 2-receiver sets, how often do they run the football? It wouldn't shock me at all if it's at least 80%. At least. Wow. Wait, where did that? Tang Yang says, run, pass. That's give up play calling. Like that's this T-Lane as well. Run. He'll do it one time. Run, pass. Defense. Run, pass. Defense. I never thought I'd have to do that again. Yet here we are. I would love to know in 2-receiver sets the percentage of runs versus the percentage of passes. Wow. Reaver Ghoul says, what are your honest thoughts on Jordan Love? I think he can be a good quarterback. You just got to give him time. He does present a lot of promise, but I think the Packers, they might just be going through some growing pains right now, but I think he can be good. Painful Fart says, my wife thought that was me. What? In what aspect? Dominic Gray says, being a Vikings fan is like being lactose intolerant and loving milk time and time again. I should not do this at all, but I'm going to have a nice big bowl of chocolate chip ice cream, baby. And I'm just going to let it ride. I don't know. We do this to ourselves. Now, when I was a kid and I would see stuff like this, like I forgot what year this was. I want to say it was 2003. Last game of the season, playing the Cardinals. All you got to do is win and you're in. And I think it was one of the McCown brothers. I don't remember if it was Luke or Josh McCown, throws the ball up, last play of the game, the Vikings lose, they score a touchdown. When I was a kid and I would see stuff like this, I would just lose it. Now it's just hilarious to me. It really is. Laban Ali says run pass defense. It's back, baby. So first down, they get a quick screen pass out to Adam Thielen. He gets about 6 yards. This is I can't believe that happened, man. A pick six. I was thinking, man, all right, you're probably going to get 3 out of this. That was a missed opportunity, but that was rough. 2nd and 4. I want to see Bryce Young's footwork here. How does he overcompensate for his lack of height? But it doesn't matter because they run the football and they get a new set of downs. Carolina does. And they're super jacked up right now. They're motivated. You've given this team energy for at your own free will for no reason. Here you go, Panthers. Here's 7 points. You want it? Hell yeah, we want it. 1st and 10. Where's Davenport? Is he 0? Where I don't see him out there. He's not out there. I think that's DJ Wonnum. Either way, they run the football. Gets about 7 yards. I don't see this guy. He's active, but he's not on the field right now. And this is the Panthers' first offensive possession. He's active, but he can't play. Did he switch numbers that I didn't know about? Because he wears number 0. Between Josh Oliver and Marcus Davenport, man. Got a blitz from Hitman. But they run the ball. Miles Sanders gets about a yard there. So this is going to set up 3rd down. 3rd and short. I don't. Man, Marcus Davenport is chilling, man. I want to be like him. Just get paid to do nothing? Man, what? Is that going to be 4th down? They run the ball again. Ref signals it is with the fist. And now you got a decision to make. I mean, do you go for it? You're already past midfield. I would go for it. We'll see. Oh, yeah, I forgot Frank Reich is the Panthers head coach. I think he's a good play caller. Certainly helped with the Philadelphia Eagles when they won the championship. Still no sign of Davenport. 4th down, they go for it. They get a 1st down and then some. And that's what happens. Imagine Jordan Davis right there in that situation. You don't have any dogs up front. You just don't. If you're going to run a 3-4, if you're going to commit to a 3-4 base, you've got to have some just Toyota Tundras, some 18-wheelers. You got to have some ballers on the defensive line, and you don't have that. I think Harrison Phillips is a good player, but much like Ezra Cleveland, I think they're playing him out of position. Well, right now he's a DN, but for the most part, they have him at nose, no pressure, throws to Adam Thielen, gets at least 20 yards. And wow, it's going to be one of those games again. In fact, this is just the norm. And so they had Hitman come up to the line of scrimmage. It looked like he was going to play man, dropped into zone, and there's no pressure on Bryce Young at all. So I'm sitting here saying, well, if he gets pressure on him, it's going to be trouble for the Panthers, and let's see how he can figure out his timing and stuff. But if there's no this is a professional quarterback. If there's all the time in the world, he has just a clean pocket and he can sit back and chill with no fear, then he's going to chew this defense up. Wow. They are just they're in the red zone. 2nd and 3. My goodness, man. 2nd and 3, 10 seconds left on the play clock. 5 and counting. Snaps the ball with 1 second left. Man, could have got him. Could have got him in the backfield for a loss. I don't know who that was, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be 1st and goal. Panthers. They have a chance to go up 14-0 right now. Are you kidding me? What is happening in this game? That was Josh Metellus. No. Patrick Jones. Right there. Could have got him. 1st and goal. Does Marcus Davenport want to play? No? Okay. 1st and goal. They run the football because why not? They get about 3 yards. I don't like at this point, don't give us any more updates. If you cover the Vikings, and I get this, it's your job, but I'm just saying, I'm so sick and tired of it at this point. I don't even want to see Marcus Davenport's name as far as practice and he's active and oh my God. I don't want to see anything about this guy. Just if he plays, he plays. I don't care anymore. I'm over it. 2nd and goal. Pass over the middle. It's incomplete. I don't want any more updates on Marcus Davenport. I'm done. I'm so done. We're in week 4 now. And I believe, 2nd signing in free agency, one of the marquee names, is a non-factor. I'm so done with this dude. 3rd and goal. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Uh-oh, delay. Oh, he got it off just in time. Okay. Throws it over the middle. And there's a flag. I don't know. It was a log jam right in the middle. My guess is DPI. But you're going to set them up 1st and goal at the 1 yard line or inch yard line. So the Panthers, they're going to go up 14-0 here. It's just a matter of how. So not DPI, but holding. Okay. Whatever. I didn't see holding right there. Oh, yeah. He held him in the end zone. Yep. That will do it. Okay. 1st and goal. And because it was holding, it's better than DPI because instead of 1st and goal at the 1, it's going to be 1st and goal at the 3 yard line. Oh, Davenport! Oh, he's out there! Oh, Skull Vikings, let's win this game. Skull Vikings, honor your name. We got a Marcus Davenport sighting, everyone. He does exist. He is real. It's about damn time. All right, 2nd and goal. Panthers are in shotgun. And no gain. So that's going to set up 3rd and goal. Can you get another stop? We'll see. To force the field goal? That is the question. Third and goal. Man, they are just eating this clock. They're taking their time. And oh my God, Jordan Hicks with a hit. So they stopped the play. Hicks followed through, hit Bryce Young. Flag comes out. And that's just, what is the flag? It's on the offense. Okay. So they're going to give Jordan Hicks a mulligan there, because that was confusing as far as when the play was blown dead. I mean, these are the best of the best, man. And they're running at full speed. So they're just going to run this out into the start of the second quarter. Vikings are down 7-0. Panthers have a chance to go up by 2 scores, whether that's going to be 10 or 14 points. It's a whole different scenario. But what I will say is defensively, beyond the pick 6, which that's just what it is, what is a bit disappointing is this has to be, I would imagine, this has to be one of the best drives for Carolina this season. With Bryce Young moving the ball so effortlessly through the pass and the run, it has to be. And I wasn't expecting that at all. Segs Master says, at this point, bring back John DeFilippo. He didn't care, boy. That man, he's like, let it fly. Pass the ball. KCO says, Vikings defense be like, oh no, the run game, my weakness. I mean, what is their strength at this point? I don't know. A guy from Azu says, how many bathroom breaks today, Randy? I bet 5. What's the over or under for bathroom breaks today? So you're saying 5, so let's set the line at 4.5. We'll see. I feel fine right now, and I've gone through a whole first quarter. But now that I just read that, and now that I'm thinking about it, it's okay. I'm gonna hold out as long as I can, just to spite you. Aaron says Thielen touchdown coming up. He is nice in the red zone. Cody says 6 breaks. I'm gonna say under 4.5. So 4 max. Nico says, I wonder if KOC and Quasi are self-swears. You mean self-aware that they are not? I'm drawing a blank here. My apologies. I am reading this all wrong. I wonder if KOC and Quasi are self-swears that they are not good. Not sure what you're trying to say there, Nico, but they both have to be on the hot seat, barring some sort of magical turnaround where they finish the season 13-4 or 12-5, or they just go on a crazy run like last year. I mean, they got to be on the hot seat going into next season, because this is bad. This is so bad. This is a bad football team. There are many ways that you can critique the Vikings over the years, as far as not being good enough to hang with the big boys or just always making mistakes, but rarely ever could you say they're a bad football team. And that's exactly what they are right now. 3rd and goal, 10 seconds on the clock. And there's some confusion there. Thielen doesn't even know what's happening. 2-1. They get the ball off, and wow. DJ Wonnum nearly picked off. So that's crazy that you went into the break between the first and second quarter just not being on the same page if you're Carolina. How does that happen? You essentially had a free timeout. And you saw Thielen lift his hands up like, I don't understand what's it like. That's crazy. But that's a break from Minnesota to give up a field goal versus a touchdown. And it was close, because it was 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. 10-0. Down 2 scores is Minnesota. Excuse me. Marcus Davenport does exist. Josh says, I'm sick of being trash every year to this offense ain't getting anything I already know. We'll see. This is they took a lot of time on that drive too. That was the first offensive possession for Carolina, right? Right? I think so. But we'll see how the offense responds. That's just wow. Yeah. First offensive possession, 8.5 minutes taken for 3 points. So, okay. You'll take that over 7. Hugh Yang says if Kirk gets beat out by a rookie quarterback. Yeah, we'll see, man. The Welsh Gamer. I feel cheated as it's such a long time between seasons, and I live for this sport and this team only for it to look like this. We do this, right? Every offseason, Skull, and we're so excited, and the Bud Grant jerseys, and this is going to be great, and another year of Justin Jefferson. Wow! The long wait of the offseason, and we look like this. It's disappointing. It's a disgrace. It really is. But I mean, that's what happens when you don't. A combination of when you don't, as a front office, take the clear weaknesses with your team seriously, along with poor coaching, along with undisciplined players, multiple on the offensive side of the ball, you're not going to win many games. And it doesn't matter if you're playing the Carolina Panthers. It doesn't. That's why I said earlier last week, I'm like, who can this team actually for sure beat? And I said Carolina. And look where we are right now. There's a lot of game left, but that's the ultimate description of a team that's just not good, unfortunately. So we'll see how the Vikings offense responds. Penalties and turnovers. Can you just not do either of those two things? Because that would be great. So we got a good return here. Gets to looks like the 35-yard line, does Ty Chandler. So, okay. James Harris, keeping the faith. We will win this game. Watch. It's certainly possible. But that game off the way they did, that's just, you're not doing yourselves any favors. I did think this would be the game where they can just exhale and say, we're good. 1st and 10. That was good protection right there, too. Throws it out to the flat. That gets about 2 yards there. Is that Cam Akers? Is he 31? Because Chandler's 32. That is Cam Akers. Oh, snap. He's back. 2nd and 8. Snaps the ball and hands the ball off to Cam Akers. So, all right, you're committing to Akers on back-to-back plays. Now, it is 3rd and short. So, as long as you convert here, then you're good. But I don't know if committing to Cam Akers is best to start the offensive drive here. We'll see. 3rd and 2. What do you got in your back pocket, KOC, on this play? 3rd and 2. And good protection and just sails it. 2 wide left. Does Kirk Cousins. And so that beyond the turnovers and penalties, this team just lacks confidence. So that's going to be a 3 and out. I think committing to Cam Akers first and second down was dumb. Oh, they got the offense is still on the field. Okay, it's 4th and 2. See what they do here. So far, Kirk Cousins 3 for 5, 11 yards. 4th and 2, up top, Jefferson's got a lot of space, throws it out quick. That makes sense. So that's good. You recognize that pre-snap. I'm like, they're playing off on 18 by 7 yards. You got to get it out to them quick, and they did. But stop putting yourselves in situations where it's a critical 4th down in the second quarter where we have to go for it. Like you should be dusting these dudes. Cam Akers, all right. Gets about 8 yards there. Second down is going to be second and short. Down 10-0. I feel like they need to just go no huddle here. Just because when you do no huddle, you eliminate, when you do no huddle, you eliminate overthinking things, I feel, outside looking in. Play action. Hawkinson fell but got back up. Gets a first down, a little bit more. You good. Okay. So they're moving the football. But now you gotta get yourselves back in it. You gotta get some confidence. I don't think this team really has that, especially to start the game. And to start the game the way that you did, you got to get 7 points just to feel good about yourselves. Play action. Darisaw recovered nicely. He got beat there, but he recovered nicely. That's what makes him so great. And that's going to be a first down. Big pass to Justin Jefferson. He gets about 15, maybe 20 there. Boom. I like it. Got to get 7. Get yourselves back in it. So they're in the red zone now. Play calling. Excuse me. What do you do here, Cam Akers? He's balling right now, low key. Not even low key, high key. Alexander Madison got to be seething right now because Cam Akers he's getting some yards. You're about a yard or 2 away from first and goal. And what do we do here? 10 seconds left, guys, on the play clock. You got to get after it. 5 seconds left. All right, they'll get it. And fumbled the snap. Kirk may have gotten it. They at least didn't turn the ball over, but that's what happens when you got to be aware. Just self-awareness with the clock. Time management is terrible. That when you have 10 seconds left before you finally get to the line, you're going to be so antsy and just, all right, let's not screw up more than what you're already thinking, that you have a bad snap like that. You got it. KOC's trying to call a timeout. 5 seconds left. Like this is, how does this happen? I almost feel like you got to give the offense, if you're KOC, I don't know, 2 or 3 plays. First and goal. Here are the plays. Boom, go after it. That was a timeout to avoid a delay of game. Like that can't happen. That goes back into last week, how the game ended. Lack of self-awareness with the clock. That stuff can't happen, man. Not every game. Every game. with the turnovers, with the penalties, with the bad defense, with the poor play calling. Just got to be aware. Stop beating yourselves, man. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Oh, boy. Oof. Pressure came out. You can run, Kirk. Oh, okay. All right. Throws it to Jefferson. And that's going to be a touchdown. Man, that line got blasted to start. But Jefferson, touchdown. No flag. Greg Joseph coming up. Now you're back in it. Man, that, whoo. I'm very interested to see who gave up the pressure on that one. It seemed like it was at least 2 people. Hawkinson, for sure, but then who else? So that's going to, and the kick is up. It's good. Greg Joseph. 10-7 game. Okay. How are we feeling? Are we back in it? Are we feeling confident now that they won't screw up and that they'll still win this game in convincing fashion? That depends on what the defense looks like. Because a guy from Azu says, Randy, go to the bathroom. Looks like you're holding it in. LOL. Nope, because you're trying to hit on the spread of 4.5. I feel good right now. So all of y'all that are praying for my downfall can go somewhere. I feel great. Reaver Ghoul says, can't wait to beat Carolina so we can extend Quasi. Yeah, that would be so Vikings. The Wolf brothers, I mean, they would have the standards to where it's, oh, we beat Carolina. 10-year extension. You've earned it. Jack Miller says, turnover for momentum. That would be nice. I think to balance out the universe, you need one here. Dominic Gray says, stop talking, Randy. We all know that the football punishes positive thoughts and words. We'll see, man. Still plenty of game left. Nick A says, PPP. Defense, defense, defense. I refuse. I'm going to hit the under. 4, max. Kirk White says, hey, Randy, at least we aren't having a kicking problem. That's true. Yeah, Greg Joseph, he's doing his job for sure, which is really nice to, with everything else going on, to not have to then also include kicking. Hawkeye says, is Reisner playing? No, he's not. He's chilling, hanging out. KCO says, this team is cursed and we need a wizard quarterback to end it. Kirk ain't him. Yeah, he's not going to be here after this season. They'll definitely move on. They'll draft a quarterback. You already have Jaron Hall in-house. And the thing is, that pick 6, yeah, you can blame Kirk for that pick 6. But the crazy thing is, what led to that pick 6 was Josh Oliver holding on what should have been a touchdown to Justin Jefferson. That's what set that whole thing off. But yeah, he's not, it's not the problem, but not the solution. He's 35 years old. It's over. If you want to cape for Kirk Cousins at this point, have fun. And it looks like that's going to be an illegal formation on the Vikings kickoff team. I don't know what happened there. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Not literally, but just more so just with the team, man. Just stop. Come on. Like, be a good team. just Just start executing plays. Looks like Marcus Davenport is out there. Oh, snap. Ooh, off of Thielen's hands. That was a good pass. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now. He had him, but that's a good play by Hitman. I feel like he closed out on that, and he fell too. Actually, not even. That was just off Thielen's hands, a little bit behind, bad throw. Okay. But Hitman with the hit. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 30. Screen to the right. Not sure who that is. Is that... Oh, my God. I was supposed to say, did he fumble that? He did. But either way, it's going to set up 3rd and short for the Panthers. Oh, that's a crazy touchdown by Washington right there. Fumbled it into the end zone, recovered. 3rd and short. Is Marcus Davenport playing? Oh, snap. Let's see. You know it's really bad if one of the marquee signings you get excited about because they're just out there. At least he's there. 3rd and 4, they call a timeout. Tang Yang says, notice how Davenport came in. The run defense got better. Yeah, sure. I don't get why he didn't start the game. He finally got onto the football field on the 1st and goal possession for Carolina. They were driving the ball, and then he finally got out there. I don't get that. But either way, he's there. Aiden says, can you please show us the game? I cannot, because then I will get a copyright strike. Any reproduction of this broadcast is strictly prohibited without express written consent by the National Football League. Yeah, I can't do it. Inefficient says KOC can't manage the 7-Eleven. 3rd and 4. Play clock down to 5 and counting. They're in shotgun. They snap, throw it over the middle. That's going to be Hayden Hurst with the 1st down. And he is hyped up, man. He is so hyped up. Hayden Hurst is he's low-key a baller. I like his game. I also respect him a lot for sharing his own personal story on mental health. That I think that was huge. Shout out to Hayden Hurst, man. He's a real one. 1st and 10. They hand the ball off to, I'm guessing, Miles Sanders. Gets about 4 yards. The refs, it looks like maybe he fumbled the ball, and they're trying to confirm. They mark him down. Yeah, that's Miles Sanders right there. So they're still moving. They're still moving. Hugh Yang says, all week planning, right? Cindy says, thanks for the play-by-play. Thanks for watching. And 2nd and 7, I looked at the TV mid-play. Bryce Young threw it, and there was no one in the vicinity of that area. I guess him and Hayden Hurst just weren't on the same page there. Oh, it definitely was going. It was definitely meant for Hayden Hurst, but they just weren't on the same page at all. It looked like he was expecting Hurst to kind of drag vertically left. Instead, he went completely horizontal, and it just didn't work out. Either way, 3rd and 7. What the hell was that? That was terrible. That was get off the field. That was a screenplay. I don't know who that was to. My guy slipped. And that's going to set up 4th and 7. So Vikings, they got to stop. They're going to get the ball back. Excuse me. And you can right the wrong here from that first drive. You really can. The offensive line, too, I don't think they've been bad today. Now, that touchdown to Justin Jefferson, it got blown to smithereens. But for the most part, I don't think they've been bad. They've been kind of solid. We'll see what the offense does. Defense got to stop. Will you at least add more points? More of your thoughts. Fargo Retro says, Skull Vikes, baby, but I meant to hit. There we go. Dominic right there says, guys, we can't lose to a team with a leprechaun at quarterback. That's just mean. He is a small guy. Inefficient says, Thielen wants the smoke. He probably does, wants to show up his old team and say, hey, you guys were wrong to let me go. I still got enough left in the tank. So I'm going to show you what's up. He's been good. Let's see what his stats have been so far. I feel like he has, I'm just guessing here, 50 yards receiving. Thielen, okay. So not that. 16 yards shy. 3 catches for 34 yards, a long of 22. He's been good. Prince says JJ carries this team. Yeah, I feel like he's the only one. This is wild. Jefferson is the only receiver so far with under 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Jefferson is the only receiver so far with over double-digit receiving yards. 4 catches, 37 yards. The next closest is Hawkinson, 1 for 8. After that, Madison, 1 for 3. After that, Cam Akers, 1 for 2. No Addison involvement. That's, yeah. I mean, you're holding yourself back. Like, you got to get these guys involved. Get the ball to your playmakers, man. That's a great point. Prince is right. JJ is the only one in the passing game doing anything right now. Thielen looks like he's got some sort of an ankle or calf issue. Just guessing here. Yeah, that pass was thrown. Ooh, did he twist his ankle? Yeah, looked like an ankle twist. Pass was just a little bit behind Thielen. That's what led to that. First down, Madison. Looks like he's going to go inside and does a quick whoop outside. I need to come up with a better. I don't want to copy Chris Berman. That was just natural. The whoop. I don't know. What noise sounds can I make for juke moves? I'll start brainstorming that after the game. But, I mean, broke somebody's ankles to get outside. 1st and 10. And they're in shotgun. Quick strike to Jefferson. And my God, that was read beautifully by Jameson of the Panthers. He just, sharks seeing blood in the water. And Jefferson is down. We got to see that again, man. We got to see that again. Jefferson is down. I'm hoping it's just. See, blocking is not part of Addison's strength. It's not. If you're going to have 2 receivers out there on the side where Jefferson is going to catch the screen, put Addison, isolate him onto the right side. and have KJ Osborne and someone else out there. KJ Osborne and Hawkinson. Somebody. I don't get that at all. That was unnecessary. Quick strike, quick screen pass to Jefferson. You need two guys that you know can block. And they put, I don't think it matters whether it's inside or outside, but they had Addison on the outside, and Jameson, 29 of the Panthers, just shot through that. That's a bad play design. Just little stuff like that. Have Josh Oliver out there. Have TJ Hawkinson out there with KJ Osborne. That's how do you? That's like someone that puts, like when you order spaghetti and someone puts mushrooms in it. You ruined the whole thing. And I'm sure that's going to be a hot take. People love mushrooms, but I'm just saying that was just so unnecessary. And now JJ's hurt, which hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him. He just took a hit to the gut, and he just needs a couple of plays to recover. But that was just why. When you run these plays in practice and say, all right, screen pass to the most important player in this franchise. We need to make sure we got two guys on the outside that can block. You didn't. And you have players that can. Bad play calling. Bad play design. That's on the head coach. Hawkeye, yeah, absolutely no mushrooms. That's what KOC put, mushrooms in the spaghetti. And he's standing there looking at you with his arms folded, expecting you to eat. I don't want to. And that wasn't even a bad block. That was a whiff of a block. But Jefferson looks to be okay. 2nd and 10. Gets about 4 yards there. The rush attempt does Madison. And Jefferson's back on the field. Man, I can't handle this, man. That's what? Back-to-back games where we see him on the ground, and he needs considerable time, more than normal, to get up, but he's back out there. So that's lucky is what I'll say. 3rd and 5. Oh my God. Oh, hot damn. That blitz by Jeremy Chin. Oh, we got to see that again. That was, oh boy. We got to see that again from the offensive line, just from that view. Woo! He came up to the line too. But you know what? They overloaded there. I suppose I don't even know if I want to necessarily put that on the O-line and say, hey, Kirk, that's an overload. Pressure's coming no matter what you do. Every offensive lineman was occupied. Audible into something else for a quick strike. I don't know. But I feel like that and that screen pass that got blown up were just little examples of it doesn't have to be this hard. It doesn't. Wow. MSR says they have now 11 sacks in 4 games. Given up, the Vikings or the Panthers have forced. I'm assuming you're saying that the Vikings have given up 11 sacks so far. Everyone's saying throw Ingram out, and I understand. I feel like, and trust me, if there's any way to get this dude out, I would do it. And Reisner is certainly the better player, but they overloaded there. I think that's more of, and it's not even that Jeremy Chin was back in the 3rd level and then suddenly shot through the gap. He showed that potentially he was going to blitz. I think that's more on the quarterback to say, all right, we need to audible. I don't like how this looks. Maybe call a timeout, something. I don't know. Cody. Oh, Cody. Cody says should have signed Jim Harbaugh. It's crazy. If we had Jim Harbaugh and not for some bum ass dude that nobody knew about until he just started flapping his gums, Jim Stapleton. If we had Jim Harbaugh, bro, we would be balling. We would be killing it right now. He came to Minnesota basically just like, hey, I'm here. I'm yours. I can make this happen. Let's go. And just, I don't know who, whether it, Jim Stapleton, like, shut the hell up, bro. Like, no one cares about who you are. No one knew who you were before that moment. You can flap your gums about don't hire Jim Harbaugh, but you can't just strut your stuff and say, hey, let's help the offensive line. I don't even know what role he has, but he needs to shut the hell up. I never want to hear about this guy again. But he was there. He was there, man. He wanted it. He flew in like a private jet. Let's do this. Nah, fam. But still, give KOC next year before we're like, all right, bro, we need to start turning this thing around, go in a new direction. That's just Cody. Why'd you do that, man? Jim Harbaugh with Michigan, #2 in the country. Could have been us. 2nd and 7. All right, I'm done. Rant over. 2nd and 7. And they hand it off to the running back. They get nowhere. So this is going to set up 3rd and long. I feel like the Panthers, they've been playing very conservative here. That I wouldn't be surprised if they throw a screen pass. Is Frank Reich calling the plays or someone else? This doesn't seem like a Frank Reich offense right now. So 3rd and long. Play clock down to 3. They get the ball off. Pressure's there. That's going to be a holding penalty. That doesn't, 88 catches it. Makes a great play, but that's going to be a hold. Someone held Danielle Hunter. That thing's coming back. Clearly. I think that was the left tackle. Oh, left guard. That was the left guard. That's a clear hold. Yep. And that was man, that was a good play. But then again, Hunter would have got to him, I think. 3rd and 17. And they're going to play it safe here. They're like, let's just get off the field. We're not going to do anything. Let's just put it in the hands of our defense. 3, 2. That's going to be a delay of game. Did they really just get? Yeah. Okay. That's DOG, homie. Clock management is ass. That's on the quarterback. It's on Bryce Young. I mean, to follow up a holding penalty with that. So it's 3rd and 22. Which team will screw up the least between this matchup of 0-3 teams? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Narrated by Jim Stapleton. Throws it deep. I think that's DJ Shark and doesn't get anywhere. So 4th down. This thing will go down to the 2-minute warning. And look at y'all. All of y'all that was praying for my downfall. Saying, go pee, Randy. Line set at 4.5. Have not done it yet. And I don't feel the need to, damn it. We're at the 2-minute warning. I'm going to let this thing go into halftime. Show ya. Oh, man. Hugh Young says, Kirky go 3 and out. Hopefully not. Darius Brown says, keep pounding. All right. Straight Cash Homie says, I'm feeling a Vikings 3 and out here, followed by a Carolina score in the last 30 seconds of the half. I don't know, man. Their offense, they're playing a very conservative game that I think they're happy with the pick 6, and they're just saying, let's just get into halftime. Jolly Grapefruit says, can't wait to see Tom Ski's video this week. Not sure who that is. Mark Phil says, Randy doing well in pressure. Hey, man, you got to be built for this. I'm a pro. I'm ready. I took that personal. Aga says, Vikings due for a fumble. They need to do something here, man. They got to figure it out. That last drive was just it was bad coaching. Plain and simple. If you can't have players execute and you have bad play designs and you have bad play calls, you're not going to have much success. Segmaster says the line has moved. Now set at 3.5. Says I think you'll cover the spread. Nah, the line was set. The line was set before 4.5. We're not. All right, you want to bet it now and say the line has moved? You're not going to win as much, okay, as if you did it before. But I might not even hit 3. You guys. Randy is swimming. He's going to pee his pants if this 2 minutes lasts 20. These 10-minute commercials. But we're back on coverage. It's 4th down. Bryce Young is giving a pep talk to his team right now. We'll see. Offensively, all they've done, the Panthers, is score 3 points. So they really haven't done much at all. But the punt is up. Good punt. That was decent punt. Favorable bounce for the Panthers. He gets to, it's hard to tell. He gets past the 30, maybe about the 31, 32. And so now you're in the 2-minute drill with 2 timeouts remaining. The 2-minute warning is gone. So you've got a chance to stop the clock on good plays 2 times. Kirk White says, am I the only one that gets nervous when TJ Hawkinson touches the ball? It's starting to feel like that, right? Where it's, all right, can you secure the catch and then not fumble? Ooh. Oh, okay. Speaking of scared, hey, that was nice, man. So there's a flag. All right, we'll see what that flag was about. That was nice, man. That was a delayed screen to Hawk, plenty of space, and it looks like an eligible man downfield. So that's how you start the drive. That's crazy because that was well executed. I mean, I thought it was going to be a straight play action, whatever. Hawk gave up the block. Like any given Sunday, let him through. And it looked like it was just going to be a nice sack for Carolina. And just boom, screen pass. Got the first down and more, but penalty. You set yourself back. 1st and 15. They run the ball. Madison gets about 3. Clock is moving. They don't really seem to care right now. They really don't. You call that play, you know the clock is going to continue to run. I mean, you set up, I guess, a better second and long, but you throw it over the middle. KJ Osborne, he gets it. Now what do? You have 2 timeouts, no huddle, do something. What do you do? And it looks like no huddle. All right. They get up to the line, a minute left. You got time, good protection. Good play to Justin Jefferson. Gets out of bounds. Don't need the timeout. And that looked like it was about 20, I would say. Maybe more. He got there. Got out of bounds. That was huge. That's the type of play you need on this drive. 54 seconds left. Still 2 timeouts. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Got to get it going here. Ooh, and okay, so they just ran the same play that drew the ineligible man downfield. This time, no penalty to Hawkinson. Gets up, first down. Same play. Boom, let him through. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Bam, there's the screen. And they got again on that play. It's gutsy. It's gutsy to do that because normally NFL defenses, they recognize those formations. And you do it in the same drive. It worked for Minnesota. The timeout left. 46 seconds before the end of the first half. Are they in the red zone? Can you zoom out, cameraman? I don't need to see the inside linebacker's face for 20 seconds. All right, they're just outside the red zone. They're basically there. 1st and 10. And, oh, boy. Okay, that is, wow, that, okay. That's, let me see it again. It looked like Kirk got hit. Not even looked like. He clearly got hit as the ball got up. Let's see where it came from. Let's see. Ed Ingram. That's on Ed Ingram, which really, that's on the head coach. You have Dalton Reisner, who's active, which means I'm sure he understands the playbook. That's on the coach. I'm sorry. KOC, that's on you, bro. This doesn't have to be this bleeping hard. This doesn't have to be this damn hard. Just simple stuff. And that's going to be a 1st down and more for Carolina. They have 2 timeouts, by the way. 25 seconds. Ed Ingram was responsible for that turnover. So again, we talk about limiting turnovers. KOC, you earlier this week talking a big game. Well, if guys can't stop turning the ball over, then we're going to have to replace them with other guys. So what are you going to do right now after that? What are you going to do? He should have started the game. You have to make the change now. Vikings left at least 10 points on the board, possibly 14, because of turnovers. And this was all preventable. Justin Jefferson getting hit and having to step off for a couple of plays. That was preventable. That turnover right there, that was preventable. Both of which on the head coach. So it's 3rd down, 2 seconds left. I'm just so annoyed right now. I don't even know where the Panthers are on the field. Are they close enough? Bryce Young is on the sideline, so they're going to go for a field goal here, clearly. But you're talking about you could have worst case been tied 10-all going into the half. Instead, you're looking at a 13-7 game. By the way, the Panthers get the ball to start the third quarter. I mean, they're in decent position. They kick the ball up, and it's good. And you know what? You deserve it. I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, miss." That's on you, bro. Like that's coaching. That's coach. Dalton Reisner's right there. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah. Dalton Reisner has always been right there. Same with Isaac Seumalo. You're not a serious team, bro. You're not. You're not for real. That is idiotic. Kevin O'Connell, we need to have a conversation as far as, I'm not saying he should be fired, but he might need to be like Nick Sirianni. Let someone else call the plays. I don't know if that's the case this year, because Shane Steichen, he's over in Indianapolis now. He was definitely calling the plays last year, Shane Steichen. But he was basically the guy, the overseer, the cheerleader to say, all right, guys, we got this. He does a hell of a job. Kevin O'Connell needs to do that. I'm starting to get this, that he doesn't really know how to call plays, how to coach. Let Wes Phillips or somebody else figure it out, because that's crazy. This dude, y'all signed. What you signed Dalton Reisner for? What was the point? You signed him late. Then he's active, and you're still going to stick to your guns to basically, oh no, this offensive line is just fine. That's such BS. And you deserve this. You deserve this against this team, Carolina. Who can you beat, bro? Poor coaching on top of turnovers and penalties. No one seems to know what it is they're doing. Very few people in this organization has any idea of what they're doing. It is a circus out there. It is a choppy roller coaster ride at the local fair that the carnies put together while drunk. That's the Minnesota Vikings right now. You're not a serious team. Oh my God. And the crazy, and then we get settled in. They're moving the ball. Look at them. They're these plays, and they're getting it off, and good usage of the timeouts, and they're getting out of bounds, and they do something stupid at least 50% of the damn time. Wow. Cape for this team all you want to. At any time, it's just crazy that anytime I mention, the front office, the coaching staff, I don't know. We need to have some conversations. Oh, you're just being negative. Yeah, really. If you want them, if they should be on the hot seat, if you're suggesting that, you're an idiot. You're doing a better job of defending this team than this team has defended itself. This is a joke. That play was preventable. You had Dalton Reisner. By the way, sidebar here, we're well into halftime, still have not peed. So all of y'all that went in on over 4.5, how do you feel now? With that said, I'm definitely going to pee in a little bit. But I don't want to respond to some of your comments right now. Randy, relax. Trust the process. my gosh, that's fitting because the Sixers are going through hell right now. Trust the process. It fits. It actually fits. This is a team that is full of empty promises. You're not trying to win. You're not trying to win a championship. You're trying to be nice. Wow. Wow. Man. Michael says, who all wanted Jim Harbaugh as the coach? I don't even want to go on that rant again. Man, bro, what? We had Jim Harbaugh, bro? None of this crap would be happening. Like, you'll have turnovers and you'll have stuff where it's all right, that's kind of crazy. But this would be a super disciplined team. And the coaching would be top notch. It didn't have to be this way. This is one of the worst coaching performances by Kevin O'Connell. Yeah, that's nobody knows what they're doing, bro. Nobody. It's a bunch of clowns. Okay. Motley says, I'm embracing the ridiculousness. You have to now. You have to. That was just so unnecessary. The Vikings left 14 points on the board. At least. 0x Cool says, why did they even sign Reisner? That's a great question. It's great. I don't know. For optics? To silence Vikings Twitter? To give the dreamers a chance? Ed Ingram, he's a dreamer. We're not interested in players. We're interested in dreamers. How's that working out for you? Justin Jefferson took an unnecessary hit. And the Vikings turned the ball over their final drive of the first half because of the head coach. One being play design, the other player personnel, both of which you control. I don't understand why we're in week 4. And who knows? Maybe he doesn't even recognize it. But if we're in week 4 and you finally are like, oh, maybe I should play Reisner. Or maybe he's going to say he's going to figure it out. Hell, you re-signed Garrett Bradbury, which I'm sure KOC had a lot to do with. Didn't do any changes at all at either guard spot. Maybe you'll see that and say, well, you know what? That was just Mother Nature caused that. Not Ed Ingram. No siree, Bob. Because this is a team full of dreamers. Going to be dreaming for wins. It's the only way you're going to get them at this point. Okay. I'm done. Okay. Now I'm going to pee. One time. The only way any of this adds up is if you are actually tanking. That's the only way. Otherwise, if you can say with full conviction, whether you're KOC or Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, if you can honestly say with full conviction that we honestly are doing what's best for the team to compete this year, then you all are nuts. This is basic football 101. Why is it that everybody else has the jump on the Vikings situation except the people responsible for the Vikings situation? Nobody knows what they're doing. Let's see. Oh my God. You start this second half and Ingram is still out there, then cool. All right. You're not serious. Your thoughts? Rick Long says, "I love the passion. I don't even intend to be going off like this. I literally go into each game and just say, anything's possible. Maybe they'll lose, or if they win, it will be unnecessarily close. I would like to see a convincing win. I don't want to tee off like this, but then just stupid stuff happens every single game, and it just draws instant reaction. Well, of course, Kirk got his arm hit as he was throwing it because Ed Ingram gave up the pressure. Of course that happened. That's why going back to analytics, when I see stuff like the Vikings offensive line statistically they have the best their fifth best in pass blocking win rate and all this other stuff, when we can clearly see the games through the first 3 weeks, Kirk Cousins has been hit 22 times, most in the league. What led to that turnover right there? Kirk Cousins getting hit in the arm. Why? Because of the right guard, who everybody else but the Vikings are aware needs to be sitting his ass on the bench. Man, y'all roll out Ed Ingram. I swear. Go ahead and put him out there on the field after this. Oh, please do it. It's comedy at this point. Nick says, Randy's pitch so high he scared my dog. Tell your dog I'm sorry. Please console your dog with a treat and pets and tell him it's going to be okay. I didn't mean to sound like fireworks. My apologies. Guy from a suit notices everything. Love the pajama pants, pajama bottoms, Randy. Yeah, these are Christmas pajama pants. Santa candy canes. Actually, the candy canes this is a football themed one. The candy canes are in the shape of the goalpost. No, just go ahead and roll out Ed Ingram, bro. You've been doing it for this long. You clearly think he's amazing. It's another part of that 2022 draft class. It's one thing. Yeah, you can get to play the players wrong in the draft, but to continue to keep playing them as bad as they are. Oh, the Vikings are top 5 in pass blocking win rate. Blah 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 blah. And here are all these stats. Huh? Sorry to Nick's dog. $22 hits. Joker Nation says this is laughable. At this point, can't get mad. I say it every week. I don't have the energy to be mad. And then they up the ante. They up the ante every single week. The game's been going on. My apologies. 2nd and 9. The Panthers, quick strike out to the left for maybe a yard. Caleb Evans, nice open field tackle right there. It's 3rd down. I just car engine locked up. And instead of getting a new car, whatever, KOC's like, let's put some gas in it. It'll be fun. But Kevin, the car doesn't work. Trust me. This gas is elite. Okay. 3rd and 8. Bryce Young. Ooh. He fumbled there. Oh, they're saying he's down by contact. I thought he fumbled there. So he scrambled, and it gets knocked down about 3 yards shy of the line to gain. We'll see what they do here. He had numbers. He had some players open. Oh, DJ won them. They got away with a face mask too. Wow. 4th and 2. Oh, they're going to punt it. Yeah, that was. I thought I saw his head spin back a little bit in real time, but it happened so fast. But all right, 3 and out. Vikings get the ball. Excuse me. Flag on the play. Because why wouldn't it be? Okay. King Omar says, with the Vikings' luck, they'll go 0-17 and Caleb Williams will stay in school. So that penalty is on Carolina. That helps the Vikings out. Please. If I see Ed Ingram out there, all right, man. And that's exactly what's going to happen too. Okay. Prince says we're struggling against the Panthers. Yeah. Of all teams, this was supposed to be a convincing win. This should be a convincing win. Your local plumbers says, I see JJ leaving after this year. How about you? I think unless drastic changes are made personnel-wise next offseason, I can see Jefferson putting in a trade request. I mean, why wouldn't he? Why would he want to stay in a situation where the leadership, they don't know what they're doing? From the front office down to the coaching. Why would a player of his caliber want to go through that? I wouldn't be surprised. I don't want to see it, but the only way this makes sense is if you're tanking. Like the pure incompetence. The only way you can justify this is says our master plan this whole time was to tank for Caleb Williams. Then, all right, bro, this is great. This is perfect. You're doing a great job. Road Run says, and a new quarterback, Jefferson, will leave. I don't think so. Hell, worst case, you could still draft a quarterback. And if it's a guy like Caleb Williams or Shadur Sanders, he's not leaving. He's gonna be like, oh hell yeah, bro. We about to make some noise here. Now, if you go into next season, the big risk of just bringing in competition for Jaren Hall and Kirk Cousins is gone. If neither quarterback pans out, then so that penalty was on the Vikings. I thought it was on the Panthers. They were set up deep in their own territory, but it doesn't matter. Alexander Madison gets about 17 right there on the carry. He's putting in work. But if you don't have an adequate, the main point that I'm trying to explain here is that if you don't have an answer at quarterback next season, then yes, I can see Jefferson being like, nah, fam, this ain't it. I've already put in 4 years here out of LSU, a year, maybe 2 of my prime. Why would I waste any more of that here? 2nd and 7. And so, oh, wait, who's the right guard? It's Ed Ingram, everybody. Come on down. Oh, boy. And Kirk Cousins takes the sack right there. This is better than any Dave Chappelle stand-up routine you can think of. That wasn't even on Ed Ingram. That was a clear shift to the left side, wasn't even on him. But the fact that he's out there. He's out there. Okay. 3rd and 8. What did they do? Throws it to Hawk. That's going to be incomplete. Jeremy Chen. He's a good player, man. I like him a lot. He's a good player. Either way, you're going to punt the ball and give it back to Carolina, who has done nothing. Has literally done nothing. But neither has the Vikings offense. And you see Jefferson after that play is pissed. All right. By the way, I gave the take that give them a flag is out. We'll see what it's for. Excuse me. But I gave the take that, yes, you have to give every new regime at least 3 years. And that also applies to Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah and Kevin O'Connell. The way this is going, I don't think this is going to work out at all. But give them a 3rd year, maybe they figure it out. But if Justin Jefferson at any point before that says, I want out, everybody should be fired. Everybody should be fired and start over. That's the cutoff. Okay. Dwayne says there will be a new quarterback next year for sure. Absolutely. 100%. Daniel says KOC gone after year 3. Keep JJ, fire everyone else. Yeah. I have seen nothing so far, even after last year. I've seen nothing to suggest that this is going to work out. With that said, I could be wrong. I could figure it out in year 3. But whatever. This is crazy. What does Ed Ingram have on this team to where they are just trotting them out there? I don't know. JW Bird says, where's Dalton Reisner? Chilling. He's chilling, bro. He's hanging out. He's observing right now because that's all he can do. Because Kevin O'Connell still deems Ed Ingram giving this team the best chance to win. Metrics, analytics, yay! Did you know that Ed Ingram he has a grade of 76.7? Really? Oh, okay. Look at that. Jefferson alone has 5 catches for 55 yards. Everybody else 5 catches, 45 yards. Panthers, they get the ball 1st and 10. Throws a quick strike, not quick strike, but throws it, dumps it off to the running back, Chuba Hubbard. Gets a 1st down. Right, the Panthers offense isn't doing it. You've gifted the Panthers team 10 points. The Vikings offense have. 1st and 10. Bryce is under center. You got Hitman short. You got a double blitz from the outside. That was Josh Metellus and Hitman. And everybody converged there. So that was a good play. 2nd and 11. Yeah, you had both safeties on the outside, basically serving as edge rushers. That was well done. Metellus got there first. Okay. 2nd and 11. See what they do here. Looks like they're in shotgun. Gets it off with 5 left. Throws it over the middle. 88. My man fumbles it, but it looks like he got it back. He caught it, fumbled it, got it back. Excuse me. And it looks like they went no huddle, 1st and 10. Throws it over the middle to Thielen. And Pace was, man, Thielen held the ball with one hand, and Pace was doing everything to rip it. But it doesn't matter. Thielen had the strong hand right there. That's going to be another 1st down. I guess they're showing the play before that to say, was that a catch? It doesn't matter. I don't care to rely on luck to help this team anymore. Play some damn football. I don't care if that was a catch or not. 1st and 10, they hand the ball off to Chuba Hubbard. He gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage by Patrick Jones II. 2nd and 11. What is the hold up here? Why is 2nd and 11? I guess the play clock is running down. The Panthers, I guess, they're taking a sweet ass time. They have been doing that this whole game. They snap it, dumps it off to Chuba Hubbard, no gain. So that's going to set up 3rd and long. We'll see. We'll see what the offense does when they get back on the field. Ed Ingram, man. He has won. He has won in life. Him and Marcus Davenport. You can just go out there and not be good. But damn it, we believe in you. 3rd and long. Pressure came. It looks like yeah. So that's on Byron Murphy Jr. Thielen is balling. The pocket was collapsing. The pressure got there. He moved up. It looked like he was going to take off, but there was a defender there. He threw it last second over the middle to Adam Thielen. And whew, bam. That's a good play. That's well executed. So, new set of downs after a 3rd and long play. They spend a lot of time. I mean, is this a TV timeout? They're showing stuff in slow motion. I mean, I know the Carolina Panthers, they're playing the ultimate game of conservatism. Say we're just going to run the clock. But 1st and 10, I feel like they've had a minute in between these plays. But okay. They snap the ball, throws it up deep, and that's going to be a pass interference. That's going to be pass interference, bro. So that's going to set up 1st and goal at the 2 or 3. That is on a Caleb Evans. We'll see it again. Yeah, so okay. Let's talk about what just happened there. Caleb Evans, like, we can talk about how, I think that's DJ Chark. We can talk about how maybe it could go either way, but what really set that up is that Chark ran straight at Caleb Evans. And Evans, instead of adjusting and saying, let me run with him, he straight up just did the sled drill on him mid-route. And that's what caused the DPI. Oh, okay. So that's probably why the ball is set up. I thought that was going to be set up at the 2 or 3 yard line to set up 1st and goal. Anyway, they got 1st down. They got a new set of downs already. But that must be defensive holding, is what I'm gathering from that. Chark ran straight at him, and Evans stood flat-footed, squared up, and just did the sled drill. And that's what drew the flag. That's on you. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Just outside the red zone. Ball at the 21. And woo, they fake left. They go right. And another 1st down. Except there's a flag. So maybe there was an ineligible man downfield or a hold or something. But the Panthers, it looks like they're walking back. They don't look excited. Yeah, that's ineligible man downfield. So, but either way, the Panthers offense, this might be their best drive so far of the game. And it's not the Panthers' fault that Caleb Evans committed defensive holding. 1st and 15. They've got Cam Bynum at the line of scrimmage. He's showing blitz. He does blitz. They hand the ball off, and whether that was Miles Sanders or Chuba Hubbard, my man got smacked right there. That's a tackle for loss. Who is that? I don't even know who that is. Is that Chenault? Either way, they're backing that thing up. 2nd and 17. So, I mean, this is in favor of the defense to minimize damage here, to say, all right, maybe you give up a field goal. And this is, I don't know how. Wow, he fumbled the ball. He fumbled. DJ won him, picks it up, and he's moving. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's going to be a touchdown. I mean, it's about time they got to play like that. So they should go up 14-13 right now. That's a big time play. Who caused that fumble. I want to see that again. That was great. That was that Hitman? Oh, baby. I was talking about how I haven't seen him make a play all season. Wow. That was big time. Well, both teams so far got a turnover or a takeaway, resulting in a touchdown. Vikings are up 14-13. Panthers are going to get the ball back. So now the momentum shifts. The pressure now goes all on the Panthers. That's good. Okay. Jeff says KOC peed himself. They were excited. And Brian Flores, they embraced each other. That was good to see. I think that's just, they don't have a good offensive line. Bryce Young, if he gets hit, there's a good chance the ball is going to come out. They got to overcome those deficiencies first, because they're going to, well, I would say they're going to end up with a high draft pick in next year's first round, but that goes to Chicago. Nameless Viking says, first positive thing the Vikings have done this season. I mean, they were due. They were due, man. But that was good. SR619. You from San Diego? 619? Says, watching a Vikings game, eating a banana. Yeah. It's the only thing, I think that and fig bars are really the only things that I can eat that won't cause a bad audio experience for y'all. I would love nothing more than to throw down on some chips and guac and chips and salsa, but you don't want to hear that sound. That would be awful for you. Oh, you are from San Diego. All right, right on. You ever been to the Guava Bar in Mission Beach? That's the Vikings bar out there. They make great omelets. One of the best breakfasts I've ever had. Guava. If they're still open. I haven't been to San Diego in years, but man, they're good. If you're ever there and they're open, go check it out. Someone said you could try mozzarella sticks, and then it went up. Aaron says, I was just texting that we need a turnover, and bam, we got one. Yeah, we did. Finally. Blake says, do you think we'll franchise tag JJ? Well, that's the thing. The Vikings do have control over Justin Jefferson because he is on his rookie contract, and you can tag him, if it gets to a point where it's okay. He's disgruntled and he wants to leave. You're not going to leave. So we're just going to tag you. They do have control, but you don't want it. You don't want it to get to that point. And keep this dude happy. And the way you do that is not just the money. It's also being a team that can win a championship. They're far from that right now. But this is to save the season. This game right here. That play was much needed. Everything's on your side right now if you're the Vikings. How will the Panthers respond? We'll see. They're showing blitz. They hand the ball off. To be honest, this might be a hot take, but I feel like because of Bryce Young's size, I feel like him under center is just football malpractice. He almost needs to exclusively run in shotgun, because him, long developing plays, small guy under center, bad offensive line. It's a recipe for disaster. 3 seconds left. Get the ball off. Quick pass to Adam Thielen. He gets about 3, so it's going to set up third down. 3rd and 8. Marcus Davenport, he's out there. Oh, snap. Hell is frozen over. 3rd and long. Here we go. What do you do? 3rd downs for both offenses has been trash. Snap the ball, and the pressure just Marcus Davenport. Hey, he made that play. Got to give it to him. He made that play. And now I think I'm starting to get the sense that the Panthers offense, they might be finished for the rest of the game. Which doesn't, wow, he had a nice spin move there too, inside. That was well done by Marcus Davenport. But I just feel like they're deflated at this point. The Panthers, I mean. And they get favorable field position, the Vikings do. Past the 40. That offensive line is just bad. My God. They're not doing Bryce Young any favors. Jarrett says Davenport looked good right there. That's going to give him, I don't know if that's going to be a half sack or a full sack, but that was a great play. Started outside, did a spin move on the left guard, got past them easy, and just blew that play up. Nick says, put him down for good with a touchdown drive. That's the other side of the coin. Is, yes, the Panthers offense, I think their confidence is shot. But the Vikings offense is still not out of the woods yet. You can't make any mistakes. You've already given up, goodness, 10 points offensively off of turnovers. You're not in the clear. Not yet anyway. But if you do get a touchdown here, then I think they're finished for sure. Leonard said Davenport just doubled his last season's total for sacks. Yeah, he did. Half sack last year, full sack this year. It's going down for real. Anthony Edwards, Jordan Addison continues to not be involved. Let's see what this offense looks like. Let's see what they do. But it is a bit frustrating that Jefferson is the only receiver making plays. You got Jordan Addison right there. You also have Dalton Reisner right there. JDT says he's been involved the first 3 games, but he's getting outsnapped to KJ Osborne. And like I said before, this goes back to coaching. On 2 receiver sets, KJ Osborne is out there over Addison. And I feel like, just anecdotally speaking, that they basically are telling me pre-snap that they're going to run the football. And we saw that. We're seeing that in this game, at least to start the game. They haven't done it, I don't think, in the last couple of drives. But anyway, they hand the ball off to Cam Akers. He gets about 7. The running back by committee, Madison and Cam Akers, they have really stepped up today. Let's see what the rushing totals are so far. 110 yards rushing. Madison, about 7 yards a carry. Cam Akers, 7.5 yards per carry. They're running the football. And that's against Derek Brown at the line of scrimmage. So shout out to them. Gets outside, does Cam Akers, gets another, or not another, but gets a first down. And a minute left in the 3rd quarter. So this is really just a crucial drive here. I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings go super conservative. Yeah, Ed Ingram is still out there. I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings go really conservative and just say, we just need to run clock, man, and get the hell out of here. So play action, 1st and 10. Nothing's there. Throws it off to Cam Akers, and he gets a first down and gets out of bounds, stops the clock. Oh, because it's 3rd quarter. No, he doesn't stop the clock. My apologies. But they're going to run this into the 4th quarter. They're not going to get a playoff. Even if they do go to the line of scrimmage, hurry up. I think they're going to try to get the Panthers to jump off sides. Just how this team operates. Like Aaron Rodgers. And they got him. They got him. They got a free play. Throws it deep. And that's a touchdown to Justin Jefferson. You're too small. I called it. They were not going to snap the ball at all. They weren't going to do it. Oh, baby. Oh, brother. It's like Aaron Rodgers. He did that in Green Bay all the time. Green 19, Green 19. Like, you're not being serious. They were going to go into the 4th quarter chilling. They had no intention of snapping the ball. And then nose tackle said, oh boy, got a little bit too antsy. Jump ball, 18. You're too small. Touchdown. Vikings, they're going to go up 21-13. And that's how, if the Panthers do nothing here, then yeah, you're done. You're finished. Some of this stuff, it's just execution by the players. Not even that discipline. In a situation like that, if you're the Panthers defense, knowing that the game clock is less than the play clock, you have to think, all right, and it's not the end of the first half, or it's not the 4th quarter. You have to know there's a chance they're going to go for the hard count, and we get, in worst case, even if we give up a play here, who cares? Look at the ball, wait for it to snap, and then move. They fell for the hard count and got a free play. Kirk Chank says, man, you delayed. I don't think I'm delayed by that much, right? Right? A guy, you're back. I peed one time too. Randy last week drinks too much, has to pee. This week he steps up to eat. Taking a dump on the desk of Kevin O'Connell and Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah. I am stepping up, I will say. I don't think I'm going to hit 3.5. We're going in the 4th quarter. I've gone once. Motley says you're about a play behind. Yeah, that's about. Yeah, I'm streaming this on YouTube TV. That's a lot better, I think, than before when I had to stream Sunday Ticket on DirecTV. DirecTV, I was like 2, maybe 3 plays behind. I don't know. Zach says you're doing an awesome job. Keep this game entertaining. I appreciate you, Zach, and participating in this live stream. Everybody that's here, I love it. This game has been wild. It's still been bad coaching. I'm not getting off of that. If they do win, it's going to be in spite of bad coaching. The other thing is you're struggling against Carolina, which sucks, but a win is a win is a win. And you're up 21-13. You got to get them however you can. The Panthers, I mean, they have to score here. That was just poor discipline, man. Like, if if I'm nobody, I'm telling, like, I don't think I'm anybody, but if a YouTuber can sit there and say, all right, they're not going to call a play, this is the hard count. In fact, it is so common now, the hard count in situations like these, where this should be part of practice all the time. This should be part of your drills. And just have a loud horn and say, all right, you move. Nope, that's not good. It was so obvious, but evidently the Panthers didn't know it. And that cost them a touchdown. That's wild to me. Excuse me. So they just got on first down about 9 yards through the air. 2nd and 1. Hands the ball off. Gets a first down. Does Miles Sanders. You got to run that drill. That should be part of every team's practice activities. And it's just, we'll sacrifice a play in this moment because chances are you're not going to do it. We'll sit here and react late off the line of scrimmage if we have to. That's fine. But you're not going to get the jump on us. And the Vikings got the jump on the Panthers. I shot you 99 says, to be honest, hard to enjoy wins when I've embraced the tank. Well, it's still plenty of season left. And you got the Chiefs coming up. That schedule is hard. And you still got the Lions twice. They are for real. They are a problem. The Packers are no gimme. The Falcons, even as bad as Desmond Ridder is, they can create some trouble. You got the Niners. I mean, it goes on and on. It's going to be tough. But one game at a time, one snap at a time. Win each moment, and everything else will take care of itself. 3rd and 4, empty set. And why wouldn't you blitz here? They're showing overload. It's going to come up the middle. Quick dump to Miles Sanders. He gets a first down. Wow. That's a tough play. That's a tough play. I thought there was a chance that I didn't think he would get the first down. Where he caught it and the ground he had to make up, they got a first down. And boy, I tell you, they're moving. Well, yeah, they just got past midfield. But still, they're running the football. Gets about 4 or 5 there. Takeaways can be had against this offense. I'm surprised they haven't got to Bryce Young more often. Like, the pressure's been there, but I feel like it should be an onslaught. This should be nonstop. So 2nd and 6, they run the ball again, and this is going to set up 3rd and 4, something like that. Blood Eagle Smeagol says, Randy, people in chat say you know nothing about football. Okay, well, people in the chat saying that. Thanks for joining the live stream. They hand the ball off again and get a first down. Eight-point game. And really the success, they're only throwing the ball when they have to now. Now they're just like, if we can have success on the ground, we're just going to keep doing it. Because the pressure has been there. Why continue to put our quarterback in a bad situation? Throws out the man, that quick out to the running back, it's working, but that's no gain right there. Good tackle. So that's going to set up 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And got 20 seconds left. Bryce Young goes up to the line of scrimmage, goes from shotgun to under center, and gets a couple there. 3rd down. 3rd and 8. What will Frank Reich do? I think he's a good coach. Things just didn't work out in Indy. I think he's a good coach. All right. 3rd down. Big down here. 3rd and 8. 3rd and long. You got to get pressure. Got to get pressure. 3, 2, 1. Almost delay of game. They've had a couple of those where it just almost. And wow, Marcus Davenport. I tell you what, man. I've been talking a lot of smack, and rightfully so. But he is out there on the field, and he quadrupled his sack total from last year. Half a sack last year to now 2. Oh, they're probably going to share that with, it looks like DJ Wonnum. But he's making an impact. He really is. Okay. They punt the ball. And, oh, that's going to be a touchback. James says, Mr. Zero. Tang Yang says, somehow Davenport is going to save Kwesi's job. Well, it's the Panthers. But he's playing out of his mind right now. He really is. Corey says, Randy, eat your words. You quit easy. What am I supposed to do, Corey? What am I supposed to do right now? The man has maybe 2 sacks in this game. Am I supposed to sit there and just hold my ground and still say he's terrible and whatever? He didn't play the first 3 games. He's been unavailable. Now he's available and he's making plays. And I don't even want to take that from him. But to say, eat your words, this is a bad offensive line. I'm not even going to take that and say, well, yeah, of course he did. No, he's playing good. I don't get this whole idea that I'm supposed to, no matter what, I'm supposed to stick to a take. Regardless of the outcomes. He's playing well. You want me to pretend that he's not? Tang Yang says, Davenport in 1 game has more impact than Wonnum and Patrick Jones and the rest in 4 games. Well, he just needs to be out there on the field. And we need to see it against better offensive lines. But before you even get to that, he just needs to be out there on the field. James Harris says, 0-99 need to play like this next week. That's what I'm saying. So you're going up against a better offensive line significantly in Kansas City. Well, not in Kansas City, it's at US Bank Stadium, but against Kansas City. We'll see. And Hunter, you don't have to worry about that at all. But Marcus Davenport, all right, can you build off of this going into next week? We just need to see that. Says, yep, even on the Saints, Davenport was just a pressure guy. Yeah, that's from what he did last season, actually his entire time with the Saints, that's who he has always been. Can you do it against better blockers? That's what we're going to see or have to see. But Marcus Davenport, my God, I don't even think that should be a half sack. That should be a full sack. But he's playing out of his mind. 1st and 10. Yeah, the run game is strong. Just run the football. That's a 1st down. Just run the football, run the clock. Get out of Carolina. The Vikings have they have no reason to throw the ball at this point. They don't. The Panthers, if you're the Panthers, you're down 8. There's 8 minutes left in the fourth. You haven't been able to stop the run at all. Oh, that wasn't a first down. I thought that was a first. They're going to run it with Madison. Okay. Well, now you got a reason to pass because Madison got tackled by Gross Matos behind the line of scrimmage. That was a good play by them. Or you could say, well, you could say we're just going to run the ball again. That was a fluke at 3rd and 2. But in shotgun, clearly they're going to pass. They're bringing pressure, throws a jump ball to Justin Jefferson, and that sails out of bounds. No chance. And wow, you go 3 and out. Okay. 3rd and 2. Now, see, this is crazy if you're Kirk Cousins. 4th and 8 last year, season on the line, you throw short of the sticks. 3rd and 2 right now, you throw a bomb and then have to punt. All right, man. Punt is up. Ryan Wright. My God, he's the best punter in the league. That is incredible. Oh, nice return by them. Ryan Wright has a boot. Good Lord. That's you throw a bomb there, Kirk. And go 3 and out and okay. That's where you go short. You just need 2 yards. Go with the underneath. Go with the check down. Go. That's where you it's backwards. It's backwards. Everyone's saying Ingram is bad. I didn't even catch the protection right there, and it's not a shock at this point. Every play he does is bad. It's whatever. But you got a chance to still win. Inefficient says looks like ACL for Kenny Pickett. Really? Oh, God, I hate to see that. That's terrible. Who's their backup quarterback? Is it still Mason Rudolph? I'm not sure. You hate to see injuries, man. It's part of the sport, but still doesn't take away from the fact that it still sucks. Trubisky, Silver Racing says. Okay, Mitch Trubisky. I think he can be I think he's a good backup quarterback. He's athletic, and he can extend plays. He's a good backup quarterback. But, yeah, that sucks. As for this game, T Money says Kirk going to lose this one for us. We'll see, man. As Nathan puts it, 3rd and short, they go for a low percentage pass play. Like that's different from trying to get off on a hard count before the end of the 3rd quarter and you get a free play. That's 3rd and short. The game is still going on. You're up by 8. The Panthers showed nothing on their last possession. And you do that. That's what. But see, that's the main point that people that the Captain Kirk's out there is that he will put up numbers and he's really good. But the more the stakes rise, the lower his football IQ drops. I don't get it. Either way, Panthers, they're back onto the field. 1st down, they run the ball, they get a yard. I mean, the defense, I mean, they're getting stops. They got the fumble recovery for a touchdown. The defense is doing its job. 2nd and 9. Snap the ball. Bryce Young is looking away. I wonder, because it seems like even when he has time, he's going through so many reads. And I get it, because the receivers are not very good. Thielen's he's solid at this point in his career, but they don't really have any receivers that can get separation. He's going through so many reads and continuously has to dump it off to the running back. Bad offensive line, subpar receivers, undersized quarterback. Pressure's there. Marcus Davenport. Oh, could have had a play. Oh, he was right there. Right there. 3rd and 4. They got the first down. Marcus Davenport was, so close. So close, man. Let's see that again. Oh, Thielen has separate. Oh, they had Hitman in man coverage on Thielen. He has separation. Just didn't see him through the chaos. Going through reads again. And completes the pass. Gets about 5. So they're moving the ball. They're getting chunk plays. Mini chunk plays. 2nd and 4. Snap the ball. And man, has a guy wide open. DJ Shark. It's a big gain. You see that again. They were in zone coverage too. Found the soft spot. Got at least 15. And they're now in Vikings territory. Adam Thielen. Quick pass to him. Gets about 4 or 5. 2nd down. Both teams still have 3 timeouts. So this is obviously a crucial drive for the Panthers. Four minutes left. Just over 4 minutes left. 2nd and 6. Takes the snap. Throws it. Man, just a dart to Marshall Jr. And they're approaching the red zone here. Under 4 minutes left. I mean, that's what I'm seeing right now. That's Bryce Young from Alabama. That's, whoo. 1st and 10. Hand the ball off. Oh, wow. I thought he was going to maybe get 3. He gets about 5. Tough run in there. Don't know if that was Sanders or Hubbard. See what they do. They're in the red zone. Excuse me. 2nd and 4. That was a false start. Oh, really? They're not going to call that? Okay. Either way, that's about a 2-yard gain. I thought one of the linemen, maybe the left guard, moved just a tad early on that play. It's going to be 3rd and 2. See what they do here. Big down. I mean, this is 4 down territory at this point, so I don't even think it matters. I wouldn't be surprised if they run the ball here just because it is 4 down territory. But either way. Yep, they do. And I don't think they got it. I think they're just shy. So yeah, they ran the ball there, and it comes down to this. Yeah, this is 4 down territory. You got to do something here if you're Carolina. But the Vikings defense, they're bending, not breaking. Well, they get the ball and they get a wow. That I mean, that was a lane as wide as the Red Sea. Gets a first down. First and goal now. I would love to see that play again, man. But now it's a TV timeout. Or was that a timeout time? Oh, it's 2-minute warning. Duh. Okay. 7 says, why would you stop throwing? Well, they're picking their battles, Carolina, as far as running and passing. And right now it's working for them. It's first and goal. What they're doing right now, it's working. A guy says, bathroom break. Nope. I feel great. I might go this whole stream legit. Just what? 2-minute warning? Nah, one time, homie. One time. You all lost. Vision says, what the bleep is this defense? That last run play was disheartening. I mean, the way they've been playing, it's like the Panthers running the football, they've just had to kind of scratch and claw and get a couple of extra yards after contact. But that one, there was just no one on the right side. My man had a whole lane to himself. Swole boy Troy says, we want the smoke. Kansas City Chiefs. All right. Man. Vision says Dean Lowry is a bum. That's Quasi's guy. Everybody loves Quasi in analytics. So, Dean Lowry, he's been great. Obviously. Silverback Racing says, we can never just comfortably watch the game. It's true. That's Vikings football at its finest. Dorian Foley. Dorian, I want to give a shout out to you, bro. I know you've been following me for a while. I think when I used to post on Facebook a lot, I don't really go on Facebook anymore. I would always see you. I appreciate you, homie. Thank you for the support, man. That's awesome. Dorian says, hey, RR, I appreciate you for this live. I'm up here at work, man, so this definitely helps. I can listen. Thank you for tuning into the live stream. You've been supporting me for years. Don't think I don't know that. I appreciate you, bro. Andrew says, Davenport being back has a big impact. Yeah, I'll say. He's played his ass off. He's been great. First and goal. First and goal. Oh, that's going to be incomplete. So ball got batted at the line of scrimmage. Luckily for the Panthers. That was Harrison Phillips too. Luckily for the Panthers, that wasn't caught for an interception. That was a live ball up in the air. But we'll see. Second and goal. Under 2 minutes left. Oh, boy, this is so stressful. Dean Lowry. Has he made a play all season yet? It doesn't matter. Is Davenport? I don't see Davenport. Second and goal. Oh, the pressure's there. And Hitman with the blitz, and they got him. They just can't protect this guy. Davenport was there. They got him. Third and goal. What you gonna do when they come for you? Nobody now taking no breaks. I mean, yeah, this is... You're not out the woods yet if you're the Vikings defense. If you get this stop, there's still 3 timeouts. The game is practically over if they can't get a touchdown and 2-point conversion here. and they called a timeout. All right, yeah, it's over. Yeah, if they use the timeout there. So if they don't get it here, the game is over. Legit. Nick A says, watch the screen. We'll see. Because it's third down. It's third and long. You're in 4-down territory. The Minnesota Vikings says, Randy feeling good with this game. Yeah, it depends what side of it. Marcus Davenport has been arguably the player of the game. That I feel good about. You didn't need to be in this position to where the Panthers have on their final possession, presumably, that you need to get a stop to win the game. Bad coaching, but a win is a win. And you can't lose this game. You lose this game, the season's over. Like that. Pack up your bags. 0-4, you can't climb out of that. But you're 1-3 going against Kansas City. That's a lot better. You'll presumably lose that game, but you at least have a shot. A sliver of hope. Matt Alex says, sorry for people who bet the over on P breaks. I ain't sorry for y'all. Y'all didn't believe. Like Coach Deion Sanders right now. You didn't believe? Do you believe now? Oh, man. Nick says, did you make your own over under P break bet, cheater? I'm going to go this whole stream going just one time. I can't believe it. You know what? I overcame the doubters, including you, KCO. JC says over under on P breaks is wild. But I did it. They said it couldn't be done. JC says opinions on Akers so far. He's been a bright spot too. Akers, the running back by committee, has been legit. 5 carries, 40 yards. Even in receiving. Well, yeah, 2 catches for 11 yards. But I believe both of those were for first downs. He's been solid. He's been good. 3rd and goal. 3rd and long, really. You are backed up. 3rd and goal. And he's got protection. He's got time. And throws it. And so it's going to come down to this. That was incomplete. 3rd or 4th and goal now. Essentially 4th and 18. This is the game. Get a stop. You win. You're good. But it's so Vikings that it came down to. It's on the edge of our seats here. Not taking P breaks for Vikings Panthers. 5 seconds left on the play clock. And they may need to call a timeout, Carolina. How are they this bad at the play clock? They've done this several times. Just no awareness of the situation they're in. Which, all right, that's not the Vikings' problem. That's on you. But there's been, I want to say, at least five times, and maybe I'm being generous, at least 5 times where it's been this close to a delay of game. And I don't even think they got a delay of game, which is crazy. Fourth and goal. This is the game. Whoo! This is all the marbles. This is it. All right. 4th and goal. Ball snap and Hitman with the sack. Game over. Hitman has played well today as well. Him, Marcus Davenport. That's game. That will do it. The Vikings, they saved their season. They will go to 1-3. Despite all the wackiness of this game, they get it done. They saved their season. Hitman, I went from saying this man hasn't made a play all season. He's made plays all game today. None more important than that sack, that 4th down sack, 4th and goal. None more important than that. So I'm going to go ahead and work on the post-game vid. The Vikings, they will win this game. I appreciate all you guys in the live stream. Hitman, Marcus Davenport on defense. Wow. Hell of a job. Thank you all for joining the live stream, working on the post-game vid. Let's do this.